Welcome to Silicon Rail.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, it's so good to have you here. We've been doing this show 35 weeks now, and we've never had anyone from fashion on or fashion tech. I don't even know what fashion tech means. I don't even know what the industry's like. So maybe before we start talking exactly about Snap Fashion, you could tell us what the state of the union is now in fashion tech here in London and around the world.
Brilliant. Okay, so fashion tech is becoming a really kind of hot space in startups, definitely. When I started doing it, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was a bit outlandish that someone was looking at kind of moving technology into the fashion space. But now it's a really kind of thriving community. You've got people doing great things like Chloe Digital does a load of kind of coding initiatives around getting people into fashion technology, and you've got some really, really good brands starting up. So in London, it's a particularly kind of hot topic. When you go over to the States, I was over there last week, and it's very much the kind of New York scene. So if you want to go abroad to do fashion tech, then New York's definitely the place to go.
Is it usually a capital city thing for fashion?
It's a good question. I mean, I think everyone gravitates towards where the fashion shows are held. So I know Milan's also a really kind of strong area for fashion tech, and Paris. So yeah, I think it's about going to where the fashion communities are, and then also where kind of developers will want to live, and it tends to concentrate in those areas.
It must be a case. I remember like back in the early tech days, like in the late 90s, there was all these great plans about buying, tennis shoes online and buying it. And just like the tech wasn't ready, or it just, they were dreams, but it wasn't really going to happen back then, was it?
No, it's true. And I think that we're still a bit in that space. So the reason that I started Snap Fashion was I realised that everyone suddenly had a camera in their pocket, and it seemed like the absolute perfect time to launch visual search for fashion. But when it comes to other things in the fashion tech space, like virtualizing people trying on outfits and doing that kind of augmented reality stuff, I do think that we're still a bit of a way towards getting that really kind of smooth user experience that people want.
Okay. All right, let's talk Snap Fashion then. People come to your website or they download your app. What are they going to be able to do?
That's a very good question. I'm awful at answering it. Okay, so on the app side, you can basically take a photo of anything and it will find you similar things. So we've got one app called Snap Colour Pop, which is take a photo of any colour. It searches over 500,000 items and basically spits you back everything in that kind of shade, and you can just scroll through, see what you want to buy.
So if you want to match like a purple with a purple this, or...
Exactly, like you've just bought a dress and you want to find a pair of shoes to match, that kind of thing. Loads of people take photos of their dogs, which I always find quite weird, but there you go. People might be
they want to buy clothes that match their dogs
to outfits.
They want to match their dog to their outfit.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I don't see why not either.
Yeah.
And then Snap Fashion is a bit more experimental on the technology side, but it's kind of the cutting edge bit of visual search that we're working on. So it's all about finding cut matches and colour matches and texture matches. So you can take a photo of an item of clothing in a magazine, on a catwalk, in a shop window, and then we'll try and find you everything similar on the high street. So they're the two apps, and the website's really similar. We've just got a little bookmarklet that you can put on your bookmarks bar, and then literally grab any image off any website and start shopping from it.